What's up, guys? Got another Crowfall video for you today, this time with client-side movement. This is something that's hard to make a video about because you have to play it and feel it. You can't really show it off in a video, but essentially they fixed all of the delay in regards to movement. There is no more having to wait for the server to register your movement and then have it send your message back to you. It is instantaneous, as you would expect in a AAA MMO. It feels much better. The game plays so much better with the client-side movement. If you have not tested this game with the client-side movement, I would recommend that you get in all on one of these tests before the March testing starts. So it really is night and day. The game also just feels a lot better because they added strafing. This is something I was heavily campaigning for. The game, I did not like the way the game felt without strafing. It just felt weird having your character do complete 90-degree turns. So they added just traditional strafing into the game. I'm not sure if it's 100% movement speed. It might be slightly less. We haven't tested it, but it feels so much better. That's the big thing I'm going to hit home with this video is that the game feels much better this patch than it has ever. And that's only going to get better because they are still working on fixing the stop-and-go nature of combat. Essentially, they don't have momentum on abilities yet. So if you imagine yourself in real life sprinting and then swinging a giant axe, your feet would move forward. You would keep that momentum that you had while you were sprinting. That is not in the game yet. It is a little bit for some classes, like the champion has it on his base attack a little bit, but for the most part, it doesn't seem to be implemented yet. Running away in this game is still very good. Getting away from people is very easy in this game still right now. It's definitely better than it was the first test, that's for sure. But they have not added that momentum on attacks yet, and that's going to be huge. When they add all of that, when the client movement and the momentum and all the latency fixes, it's coming together pretty nicely. This last patch has really made the game feel much better. I'm impressed. In terms of additional gameplay mechanics, they haven't really added much. They've changed around some of the Knight's abilities. They have made some of them faster. I don't think they've done any ability passes on anything else yet, but I'm just happy that they have fixed the speed of stuff because that means that they're not against changing it. Like, they made some of the Knight stuff significantly faster from what I've heard from some of my Knight friends. So, they're not against making stuff faster. It's just, it takes time. So, yeah. Also, they added combat mode. This is something that I am not really for or against. It's just an interesting mechanic. I could do with it or do without it. But essentially, combat mode is you taking your weapon on or off your back. If your weapon is on your back, you get extra movement speed, but you take more damage if somebody surprises you and, attacks you out of stealth or shoots an arrow at you or something. And if your weapon is out, you move slower, but you don't have that damage penalty. So it's, kind of a little interesting thing. I think it'll be interesting more in the sense of, like, if you're at some sort of trading hub and there's a guy in combat mode, you're like, what the fuck is that guy up to? But it does seem a little unnecessary. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not against it or for it, really. I just, it's another mechanic. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, here's a good clip. So if you were worried about Crowfall, like, not being a game you could set stuff up in, this will show you. So look at this. Stun this dude, into my bleed combo, into Confessor stun, into Whirlwind, into another Confessor stun, and that dude did not move. So if you were worried that Crowfall, if you couldn't play Crowfall at a high level with synergy with other people, I'm not saying that's high level, I guess, but if you were worried that you couldn't coordinate with other people in this game and do, like, cool stuff like that, you definitely can. That was one thing I was worried about with this game, with the animation locks and the CC is very short. That's something that I'm always worried about in MMOs. Like, can you play this with other people and do cool shit like that? And you definitely can. And with the physics being, like, real physics, I'm curious if they'll do, like, some sort of ability combination stuff. I doubt it. I doubt it, at least for a while. But they could. I feel like they're in a position where they could do that stuff a little bit more easily. So, anyway, with Crowfall, I've sort of been taking a bit of a break from it. I still check the website a lot. But in terms of playing it, I'll be honest, none of these archetypes that are currently testable are ones that I'm really interested in. They're okay, I like the champion, he's alright, but the characters I'm really interested in are not testable yet. The Templar, dodge-based tank, that looks crazy. Frostweaver, mid-range, magic, melee, weird class with a chain weapon, potentially, that looks cool. The Assassin, pretty self-explanatory. I've sort of leaned towards those in my MMO career. Duelist, the little hamster guy with the sword and the pistol combo, looks pretty cool. The champion, he's cool, but, not that I have anything against these archetypes, but those other ones I am really, really interested in. The Ranger is coming out in the next test. It'll probably be my favorite archetype just based off of what I've seen so far of the playable ones. But again, I don't think I'll be playing that. The Druid, it should be the next class after the Ranger, and I should have ran away. I should have ran up that ramp after this. I got a little too greedy. But anyway, so Crowfall, check it out if you haven't checked it out in a while. Also, I have a referral code. This is where I'm going to sell out. Again, I have a referral code. If you want to get into the beta for free, use the link down below. You can sign up, get into the beta for free, and you also get 5% off if you register with that code and you buy anything. So that's cool. And check out some of the updates. If you haven't been keeping up with the game, go on the website and look at just some of the news stories. They have some stuff about the new skill system, the Ranger, castle building stuff. So check it out if you haven't checked it out in a while, and definitely get in and play if you haven't played with the client controller yet, because it does play a lot better. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and use that code down below if you want to get in for free, bitches, or not. Fuck you. Pay 5% more for stuff. I don't give a shit. This is Chad from ISIS. Whenever Chad's not busy terrorizing the free world, he's watching YouTube videos and not leaving likes or comments. Don't be like Chad. Leave a like and let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe, or you might as well just fly off to Syria and join ISIS yourself.